Hello, my friends. Welcome back to your weekly intention episode. These are short little episodes where I share what's on my heart, what I'm kind of living through, and the phrase, the intention that's bringing me focus in the hopes that I can help provide some focus for you, or at least help you to tune inward to what you need. Because an intention, after all, is just a guidepost. It's a way of focusing our lives towards how we want to feel. And this week's intention, oh man. So I'm recording this at the start of November. And all of a sudden, I was looking at my calendar the other day and my mind started racing out of control. I mean, I love the holiday season, but this year feels a bit extra. We're traveling for my mother-in-law's birthday party this month. We're hosting Thanksgiving. And then all of a sudden it's December and my husband and my daughter have birthdays in December. It's Christmas and the holidays. And on top of all of that, my new cookbook launches in early January. So there's just a lot happening. And on top of all of that, I would say collectively, we're in a time of so much noise. There's so much swirling around us. And I found myself getting sucked into the waves, like sucked into the waves, kind of like feeling super untethered. And I kind of started to laugh because so often this work is working me. But what I heard was my conversation with Robyn Moreno last week on my podcast, and her book is called Get Rooted. And I realized the intention that I really need right now, and perhaps some of you might need too, is the intention of I will feel rooted. I will feel rooted. Even just saying that drops me into my body. And instead of getting swept away in all of the stuff that's happening outside of me, which is going to continue to happen outside of me, it feels like I can stay tethered and calm in my body, even as all of that stuff swirls around me. The way I picture it is tree roots extending out from the bottom of my feet, deep down into the center of the earth, into that place of power and quiet. In the podcast episode, Robyn shares 4 ways that she uses, 4 practices she uses to get rooted. Embodiment, just getting into our physical bodies. That helps us to get out of the swirling thoughts in our mind because it's just my imagination, right? Like when I think about my schedule, I can get so stressed out. I can get stressed out in this moment talking to you, thinking about the schedule in the next 2 months. And it's just imagination. Like none of that is true. So if I can get into my body and get out of that, I remember that I'm here. And that in this moment, nothing has to get done. Another tool that she uses is finding balance between the mind and the heart. She talks about the power of breath. For me, often that means getting outside. Like getting myself outside for a walk will clear my head and it'll get my heart back on board. She talks about community as a way to find our rooting, being in community with the people we love, asking for help when we need help. And she talks about contemplation, kind of what we're doing here. Instead of just getting wrapped up and getting swirled out of control, like take a step back and contemplate why and how we can then come back home to ourselves. In the kitchen, this is really interesting because there are certain foods that help us feel rooted. If we look at the chakra system, our root chakra, which by the way is the source of trust and fear. So when we are balanced in our root chakra, we can sit in trust even as all this stuff around us swirls and may be loud and maybe is even raining and, windy, but we can stay rooted in trust. The flip side of that, when we're out of balance in our root chakra, is we slip into fear and then we're getting swept right away. So some foods that support the root chakra are root vegetables, anything that you can think of that's like rooting down into the earth. The Colcannon mashed potatoes that I shared on Sunday. Beets are one of my favorite foods for rooting down. I share a new recipe in my cookbook that's just, I can't wait to share it with you guys, but it actually comes with the intention of I will feel grounded and rooted in my body because there's something about beets that just get me there. They're so earthy and, they've got that minerality. Sweet potatoes. And then there's other foods like lentils and black beans that are really grounding and warming spices. And how funny that all of these foods I named that are grounding for us physically and spiritually are also foods that are kind of in season right now, or that at least feel very seasonally appropriate. We have been all about the pumpkin spice in my house this past week. And then we can take it even further. Like, I will get rooted. What does that look like when you bring that into the cooking process? Because if I set that intention before I start cooking, I move differently. It's not even just about what you're eating, but how you're going about preparing food. Can I move a little bit more intentionally, a little bit more slowly? For me, that's the important part. And I know we have an episode all about slowing down because when I feel rooted, I do not feel rushed. I feel so steady. So when I cook from a place of getting rooted, it's a steady kind of preparation where I am embodied in my body. I am embodied in my physical form, moving with steadiness. So this week, my intention for you is to find your rooting. What makes you feel rooted? Think about what foods make you feel rooted in your body and what rooting actually feels like in your body. I think this is going to be unique for all of us. For me, I feel more fortified, more stable, more steady, more earthbound in a really good way, as opposed to floating away, which I can often get there, where I'm just like floating around and I have no tether. Ooh, I like that word. I feel very tethered when I'm rooted. What does feeling rooted feel like for you? And are there foods for you specifically? It might not be anything that I named earlier. It might be just something totally different, but what enhances that feeling of feeling tethered for you? I invite you to explore that. I invite you to go inward and maybe let go of some of the stuff that you feel like you should do this month and next month as we slip into the holiday season. What are some things we can shed so that we can stay rooted in ourselves and with each other? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the newsletter. You can pop over to the Substack and share your thoughts in the comments. Also, if there are recipes or dishes that help you feel rooted, please share. I would love to hear. And if you're looking for recipes to help you feel rooted, I mentioned that Colcannon. I've got a slew of soups and stews in the Substack recipe index, as well as on my blog, From Scratch Fast. Braises and soups and stews always help me feel grounded and rooted. And for more intention, that book that I mentioned, Mind, Body, Spirit, Food, is now available for pre-order. I share much more about these concepts in the book, along with a whole bunch of brand new recipes that I'm so excited to show you. The book comes out in January, but you can pre-order it now. And if you want to go deeper, I also offer one-on-one sessions where I work with clients to help them discover their unique digestion according to human design, as well as uncover the blocks that they might have when it comes to cooking or to food or even to self-connection, so that we can all find a bit more freedom, ease, and joy in the kitchen and out. All right, my friends, until next time, remember to nourish yourself with intention and love.